Okay, hello and good day to everyone that is going to be tuning in here at Phoenix Holdings. Once again, this is going to be your host for today's AMA, CH. And once again, we're going to be having yet another exciting AMA, this time with a project called League of Pets. And from the League of Pets team, we got Vish and Asad as our very special guests. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah, how you doing, CH?
I'm doing good in myself. And Vish, I think Vish,
You're doing
oh,
fantastic. Thank you so much.
okay, I get it. So first of all, is your name ASAD or Assad? Because it seems like the first letters in like the keyboard, I used to type it randomly.
Oh, really? Yeah. No, yeah, no, it's yeah, that is my name, Asad. Yeah.
Okay, Assad and Vish. Okay, so I guess to start off, can you give an introduction about yourself? Maybe give us a little bit about your background and how did you eventually become part of this project?
Yeah, sure. So I've got over about two years now. Started off as everybody does, investing this, that, and the other, and then about a year or so ago, joined up with the current team that we working with at the moment. We launched one project pretty much this time last year, which did really well. Um, Back from so like September to December, and from there we worked and consulted on other projects as such. Um, but now we come back to the BSC space. Certain types of projects seem to be doing really well in the market at the moment. We've identified one area being P2E, and looked at some of the kind of what's worked well there, what hasn't worked well there, and I think now we've with a really good formula for achieving success there, really, and excited to get this launched and show everybody, really.
Okay, and how about Vish? Can Vish speak about his experiences as well, or is it just going to be me?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. So, been working with this team for almost a year and a half, 2 years, and my personal background is actually I run my own digital marketing agency over here in Canada. I've worked with clients across America and Europe as well. So something that I had really fun kind of learning about in this space was providing those marketing services, whether it's through Telegram, Twitter, or even real life means of marketing. Just providing those to different companies and different organizations and different tokens. But then really finding a nice home with us and the team over the past year. And we've grown a lot as a team. I personally have done marketing for various projects that I've done everywhere from 20x's to 100x project as well, which I'm very proud of. And I handle most of the marketing on the team. I obviously have a ton of help from everybody as well. We are a pretty heavily sized team, and so that's my end of the spectrum here. It's full marketing, and I'll delve into what we're planning to do with League of Pets, as we get to there. But I think for now, I think Usad Usad, will you be presenting your screen and stuff?
Yes, yeah, if that's okay, CH, to share my screen, kind of what I
We
thought
want
might
to
be
do
a good
something.
idea.
Yeah, we want to do something a little different, CH, and if you allow it, if we can perhaps have us at screen share and just we really want to go over everything for the audience listening, much
Yeah,
like a
yeah, that would
professional.
be better.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. Okay, yeah, Usad, take it away.
Awesome, man. Let me take away share my screen here. Okay. Yeah, so what I thought would be good for you guys and good for the audience here is just kind of like run through our white paper, and kind of give you a bit more background as to what we're trying to do, show you a few slides from the game itself, really. Just for you to take a look at. If anybody does want to take a look at it as well and go through it at their own time, it is available on our website also. But yeah, to start off with, League of Pets, we are a P2E game that will be launching on the BSC network. We have the pre-sale going live at the end of this week. We're looking to launch our Glory token beginning of next week, really. Kind of the way it works is that people are able to come into the game. They mint their NFTs, and they're able to use those NFTs to play basically. So what I'll kind of do here is look at kind of what we're different and why we're different here, really. So what we kind of identified, we spent a lot of time looking at this and also having this experience ourselves of owning a P2E token at the same time. And one of the key issues of everything around P2E really is always been sustainability. That's literally the number one issue that people face. So that was our main problem that we are looking to solve, really. You know, what typically what a lot of people do, they have, you know, a crazy ROI to entice new people in, but that people that kind of skills it, really. So it's very kind of important to get the balance right between investors who are buying it and don't really have any intention of playing the game and just, you know, looking to see price action within the token itself, but also the gamers as well who are looking to come in and earn via the game as well, really. So, you know, we consulted with a number of people. We actually even, you know, brought on a mathematician as well into the team to kind of come up with this formula, really. And we came up with this system which we call the value equilibrium system. So VEST for short, really. What that is, it's a number of different mechanisms within the game and the token as well to ensure sustainability, really. So, you know, it's broken down into a few different areas. So it's responsive taxation. So that's being able to change the taxation model within the game itself. So within the game there is a small tax applied as well, but we're able to adjust those in-game taxes depending on how healthy the game's economy is, really. So, for example, when it's healthy, taxes will be lowered. You know, if we need to take action, we're able to do that and adjust the taxes accordingly, really. But the key thing around that is that we wanted to be very transparent, and we you know, made the key decision here, really, that, you know, adjustments that we make to there as well, it will always be consulted and then community 4 hours before we actually go live with it as well, really. So it's not just going to be like a shot, oh, this is what we're doing. No, you know, we will do that. We will take feedback on board as well from people and just it really there as well. The other couple of things that we're doing as well is, so the actual user game reward in there as well. One of the decisions we made there was that it would always retain its value in USD. So for example, if you're playing it on one day and you earn 100 tokens worth $100, and you don't claim at that particular time, say the value of the token drops to of your tokens drops to $80, you'll be able to claim additional tokens. So your rewards and such will stay the same. So it makes it kind of very attractive for gamers in that sense as well, really. One of the other mechanisms that we've put in place to ensure sustainability is that we have, and will be applying a claims tax to rewards as well. So what we don't want to do is, you don't want to have this scenario where people, as soon as they do it, play the game, they dump in the tokens, they play the game, they dump in the tokens. That's not, you know, beneficial for anyone, really. So the way it will work is that you know, when you receive tokens into your game wallet, there will be a claim tax applied, which will start at 30%, but this reduces every day by 1%. So, you know, after 30 days, it will be zero. So it's kind of like, you know, trying to ensure that there is that level of sustainability there, really. And the key thing, and what we've identified, this is probably the most important, is to encourage in-game spending as well. So you know, what we've seen from other tokens, ones that have done well are the ones where people can use those rewards and they get discounts on additional packs or power-ups or anything like that, really. So that will be applicable here as well. And in addition, you know, we are always to grow and develop the game itself, and we'll have more kind of incentives there as well, really. So kind of, yeah, I mentioned this briefly before, but, you know, it's a really simple game mechanism. You purchase your NFTs will be done via Glory tokens. So obviously, via PancakeSwap, you'll have to buy your tokens. But from there, you'll be able to go to our minting page and mint your NFT characters from the various packs that are available. There's in 3 categories. There's normal, legendary, and epic. And depending on which one you go for, it gives you access to better cards, for example. Then you enter the game, and this is kind of like where what we call it is our build a battle scenario takes place. So what people are able to do, they're kind of able to build their own battle. So they choose their arena, they choose their villain, and kind of who they're fighting against. And you've kind of got the option there. You've got the option there to make the game make it easier for you to increase your probability of winning. You've got the opportunity to make it harder as well to reduce the probability of winning, but increase your winnings there potentially as well. So it's quite unique. We haven't really seen it been done before. But yeah, with that, I think it should be quite interesting, and I'll go through in a second and show you a couple of slides to what that looks like. But it looks really sweet, and something we haven't really seen within the crypto space so far, or really in the P2E space. So this is kind of like a typical pricing for packs, Legend and Epic. As you can see, we wanted to go with a low barrier of entry, so you can buy a normal pack for literally $50. And you can get you get basically the standard heroes there, but small chance I think of getting the higher tier ones there. But then when you go for the legendary and the epic ones, you do get the higher tier cards as well, which increases your probability of winning within those games as well. In addition to that as well, there are bundles available, so you can purchase in packs of 5, 10, which do give you an additional discount on those prices as well. So kind of like what we've tried to do is come up with a quite a good ROI really. So going from, let's say, 1 star to 5 star, ROI between anything from 20 to 40 days. Which we've looked at there. We've seen people who've done it for a lot less. What we've seen from that is that it's completely unsustainable. So with this, we think we found a good balance between rewarding people, but at the same time making the game sustainable, which is which you play, you have a cooldown period, again ranging from 9 hours to 5 hours for higher tier ones. That just and that just means obviously if you've got the higher rated cards, then you got more of an opportunity to win there. What you will be able to, there will be in-game power-ups as well. So you can purchase what we call a serum, and what that enables you to do is it removes the cooldown period to play again as well. Really, that we've got here, and obviously you can see the kind of quality and everything that's gone into. We've seen some of the animations as well, and they look really cool in the game itself. And it's kind of these are the villains that we've got as well, really. So kind of really going for that cute, fun kind of appeal to it, really. But again, we haven't really seen that kind of quality in the crypto space at the moment as well, really. This is kind of a breakdown of our token distribution. So your 5% to the teams, which is vested, 9% to liquidity. The IDO, so the pink cell would be 14.6%. Seed round 2.5%. CX listings, who we are talking to at the moment, we've saved 5% tokens there. But then the majority of those tokens will be in the game vault as well, to make sure that doesn't need to be replenished or anything like that at all, really. As we said before, there will be taxes for buy and sell, so ranging from 0 to 5% for buy and sell. But then also in the marketplace fight and claim, there will be a 0 to 5% tax applied as well. But again, that's subject to change with the vest system that we've got, so it will either go up or down, but it'll always kind of stay within that range, really. Just kind of like a quick look at our roadmap. So we're currently at phase 1 at the moment, where we're currently building the community. We've launched the website and launching socials and everything now. So we'll share our links to our Twitter and everything at the moment. Currently finishing off game development and testing as well. We've got a certain audit coming up. We have completed one audit of our contracts as well, which we will be posting the reports for later on today as well, which we're really pleased about getting. The other thing to mention as well is we're literally in the just finalizing our KYC as well, just to kind of give people that additional reassurance really. The second phase of our roadmap there is launching the Glory token itself, which will be towards the end of this week and early next week as well. At the same time as we launch, we're looking to launch our game as well, and what we call our season 1 of our game as well, really. But again, as part of that, as part of the community building and additional, going quite heavy on the marketing and the giveaways as well. Phase 3, what that kind of culminates in, really. So each season, each season will end in will be basically a battle with the boss villain. And the cool thing about the boss villain is, so with all your NFTs and cards that you've accumulated, you'll be able to battle in the boss one, and the rewards there, they'll be paid out in BUSD as well. So it's not just a case of just winning the token; it'll be will be there as well. And then releasing the season 2 and a new bunch of characters there as well. But again, advancing on the game, really changing from the 2D model that we got at the moment, going to like a 3D one, and adding additional gameplay features as well. Looking at major CEX listings and partnerships with big people within like Twitch and things like that as well, really. And phase 4 is looking to launch on iOS and Android, launching the player versus player mode. But also one of the things that I'm excited about is the launch of the DAO token, to kind of really, show the community that they have a voice and put things and add proposals, so which the community via the DAO token can vote on, really. As Vish said, we've got a relatively large team compared to a lot of projects, but we've worked together for a year here now, really, and grown to trust and, dare I say it, like each other as well. But we work really well together. Everybody has their own unique part, and from being honest here, I think everybody plays a really integral part of what we do. Just want to show you guys quickly just some features from the what the game looks like. So these are our characters within as well. You will notice a bit of a different logo as well, which we did change that literally in the past day or so that we're being pushed out as well. But this is our marketplace here, really, and you can see kind of the attention to detail and the level kind of what we're going for again, which we haven't seen at all within P2E and kind of like what it looks like here as well, really. So this is the marketplace where people will be able to trade their NFTs. Going to the next page here, this is the My Heroes page where people have got all of their different NFTs here. Some detailed stats on their characters as well. And this is kind of the fight selection as well. So this will be your one, and you choose your who you're fighting against as such, really. And then this is just the start of the battle as well, really. The next thing that we're going to show, which will be showing over the next few days, will be our actual battle and fight as well. And the actual beta will be going live by the end of the week as well, really. So really excited about the developments, what we're looking to bring out here as well. Vish, I don't know if you wanted to touch on marketing. I've kind of like rambled on and everything.
No, thanks, man. I appreciate the effort that you always put in order to explain everybody. And I think something I want to reiterate was that the point of us doing it that way is I always appreciate when we're given the stage to share screen and walk everybody through a project. I know sometimes AMAs can be very just back and forth, but it really sets up for a nice kind of end to the AMA with us presenting, because if most questions have already been answered, which is really, really good. But I think from a marketing perspective, things are going to ramp up a lot starting today itself. Something we've been focusing on for the past week is just filling up our schedule with AMAs, having them organized and ready to go, and then deploying that marketing. So, first and foremost, we're going to be doing a ton of Telegram marketing, including show messaging and also AMAs. Right now, we're looking at about doing 2 or 3 AMAs per day up until Friday. The goal here, everyone, is to have our pre-sale on Friday via Pink Sale, and have a launch on Monday thereafter. I would heavily recommend everybody to join our Telegram. There is something I wanted to announce as well. We will be giving away whitelist spots to Phoenix Holdings community. What you need to do for that is to join our AMA and just say something like "here from Phoenix," or just listen to the Phoenix AMA. And we'll be selecting individuals from the community and giving them those whitelist spots in our community. So just something I wanted to offer right off the bat to Phoenix Holdings for hosting us and allowing us to come over and chat. But yeah, I mean, we've been in the game long enough to understand how to market projects. And first and foremost, Telegram's an important place for us. Twitter is another important place for us. And so, throughout the next week or two, you're going to be seeing us roll out a ton of marketing with different ambassadors and partnerships that we have. But more so, something that's obviously starting now, but is very long term for us, is building those connections and networks within the YouTube and Twitch space. Something that us did brief over, but here's the plan with that. I believe that we want to be able to give our gaming partners the beta version of the game very, very soon, so that you will see content from them rolling out uh, on a very, very strict basis. And I think having them play the game before everybody, have them test it out, have them provide us notes. It'll really allow for just a better gaming experience for the consumer, because they are they're very experienced individuals through YouTube and Twitch, and they've been playing PDE games since the inception, all the way from Axie, etc. So, that's a very important relationship that we're building, and that's sort of the plan with this game, is to put it into the hands of the gamers, because that's one of the markets that we have. But then also taking care of our investors who may or may not be playing, but obviously wanting to see the growth of the token and the growth of the chart. And so taking that two-pronged approach is what we're going to be doing. You'll get a ton of updates within our community Telegram group on a daily basis, and we will begin to start doing more Q&As and more voice chats within the Telegram as well that we have. And we're looking to do a Twitter Spaces closer to the pre-sale and obviously the launch as well. So hitting both communities as much as we can, inviting over some of our ambassadors. But that really just lays out sort of the bare bones around. There's tons of ideas that we have for marketing that aren't just going to be billboards and things like that, which I feel like may not be a requirement for this project at this moment. But working on the brand and growing it slowly, but obviously in the right direction, is what's important for us.
For sure. Guys, seriously, 2 to 3 AMAs a day. You guys are working really hard for this. I rarely see projects going as hardcore as that in AMAs. I mean, I see projects going at least one AMA a day, but 2 to 3 AMAs a day. That shows how serious you guys are and spreading the word with everything in this project. And honestly
Actually,
speaking, oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, bro. I just wanted to add, I believe that in this is the market where we have I would call it a luxury. Some people say it's working harder or something. I call it a luxury, that we're in a current market where you're beginning to see niche communities and solid communities get built through the bear market, because everyone is looking to stay in a token longer, or are looking for somebody or something that they can believe in right now, because the scarcity mentality, there's just not that much out there that's really good. And I'm not going to knock on other projects, but I just believe that right now is the time to leave your money in projects that are at least have the ability to grow over time. And we all know how the space is, and there's nothing to bullshit about. Sometimes projects can last a week, and sometimes they can last 60 days or 80 days or 100 days. But I think in this market, what you need to be looking at is putting your money where it's going to last the longest and grow. So it's just something that I feel humbled about, is to do more of these AMAs, connect with more people, have more one-on-ones in my DMs, etc. Because this is the environment that we're in now, man, and it's going to be the teams that build through it and last that are going to be the most successful.
That's for sure. I mean, especially during the market that we're currently going through now. I can't even remember the last time where there's gonna be a pre-sale or launch wherein I can just sleep peacefully and knowing that the coin is not gonna die out after like 24, 48 hours. It's been really tragic, you know. But yeah, it's this kind of effort, marketing efforts, and the team's effort and development that makes you more confident and comfortable that your money is in good hands. So, in terms of the game itself, I mean, honestly speaking, you blew away all of my questions already with the. You have a very detailed presentation and about the developments and also the marketing. So I hardly have any questions, save for the pre-sale date and makes hard cap maximum contribution. Can we guys cover that before we go on to the community questions?
Yeah, sure. So the pre-sale, like Vish said, we're looking to do on the 9th, so this Friday coming up. In terms for the raise itself, we're looking in between 100k to 150k. The raise will be done in BUSD also. But yeah, in terms of the numbers, in terms of wallet contributions, etc., things like that,